Hello, I'm Richard Donner. Due to recent events resulting in maxed out credit cards, spousal hysterical fits, and Amazon running low on bad movies and Funko Pops, tonight's episode of GoGameGo has been postponed. In its place, please enjoy this special screening of the all-time classic film, Megaforce. Oh, and one last thing. God damn you, GoGameGo!
Oh, Pete, how do you do that?
That was beautiful.
Oh, I'm so jealous right now. So jealous.
There's JD. Here.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
JD.
That's the next time.
Can you hear me all right?
How was that corn tonight, JD?
I had very fast fajitas and corn. Thank you, Catherine.
You guys, you ready for a joke story?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so I was in the church band, right? And one of the ladies in the band says, we have this couple over, and the husband's a real cut up, and he excused himself from the dinner table to go use the restroom. So he's down there for a few minutes, and all of a sudden we hear him yell from the end of the hallway, "When did I have corn?"
That's going to be JD for the next 3 days.
She told that story, and I stood there for a second. I'm like, no.
Delayed reaction.
So wow, Pete, I got to talk to you about that video later. That's flipping amazing. We do have, we're doing this episode tonight on GoGameGo about Richard Donner because we lost him on the 5th of July.
Yep.
At 91 years of age. And he had a ton of movies that I grew up watching. And before that, he had a ton of TV that I watched. So we'll get into that. But in the meantime, though, I want to ask for a moment of silence for crying out loud, because we've just now, in 2 weeks, within a 2-week period, lost 5 rock and rollers.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
I'll start with the one that people may not really realize, but Gary Corbett, who was a keyboardist, who did tour work with Kiss and Cinderella, but most for the widespread audience, he wrote She Bop, which was recorded by Cyndi Lauper.
Yep.
And then we lost Jeff LaBar from Cinderella, and then we just lost Mike Howe from Metal Church. He's the lead vocalist, the second lead vocalist for Metal Church. And we lost Robbie Steinhardt from Kansas. And today, JD, who did we lose?
Dusty Hill from ZZ Top.
Wow.
5.
They were on tour. They were actually on tour. His guitar tech was actually filling in for him temporarily. Can't remember what his ailment was, but it was a temporary thing. It wasn't supposed to be any kind of long-term critical illness.
I read it was his hip. His hip was giving him trouble.
It was
going home to rest.
Surgery or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And totally unrelated, unexpected, and passed in his sleep. I mean, I guess if you're going to go, it's not as peaceful as any, but I mean, nobody expected that.
Yeah, I mean, I would hate to, you got a lot of people talking about, there's the song by Henry Paul Band called Go Down Rockin'. And I mean, it's thankful that he went peacefully than to be on stage and have something go shits up. I mean, I couldn't even imagine, because that's happened to people.
Remember how John Entwistle went out, though? He went out like a rock star. So there's that.
So you have that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's, I don't know, man. And ZZ Top was one of the only bands to have all original members.
Yeah. And a trio, it's felt, very quickly. Obviously, like with Rush, and I mean anybody that loses a major member, but I mean,
Yeah.
the three founding members.
Yeah. Even Rush didn't have that.
No.
No, and I think only at one point, briefly, did they have another drummer outside of Frank Beard, and because he was sick. But that wasn't by choice. Like that wasn't one of those like creative differences kind of things.
Right. Like he's gone for a while. Now he's back, and we had somebody that replaced him.
Yeah.
It was just somebody sitting in.
Yeah, it wasn't a replacement. He was just sitting in.
Right.
So.
Yeah. And I mean it's not like Judas Priest, you know.
Right. Did you guys ever see ZZ Top? I never got to.
I saw him on the Eliminator tour. Oh. And Sammy Hagar was supposed to open.
Yeah.
But then Sammy's like, you know, ZZ Top, you know, Sammy's like, I'm not opening for ZZ Top. And ZZ Top's like, well, we're not opening for Sammy. So, you know, so Sammy was off and we got Crocus.
All right. That's an odd matchup, though.
Thank you.
Hagar, you know, with the Montrose era stuff is at least a little closer, right?
Right. It's very Americana, rock and roll, you know, kind of, you know, it's that, you know, it's not like it's European metal and ZZ Top. So, but and then one of the times I saw Crocus really pissed me off because they have a 45-minute set and 3 of the songs they played were covers. Like, are you shitting me right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But, you know, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm trying to remember all the covers they did. They did Bachman Turner Overdrive. They did Sweet because they had Ballroom Blitz on the Blitz.
Okay.
And what was the third one?
Shebop.
Poop. Shebop. Thank you. No, that's not it.
I like how you slipped that in there, Jeff. That was pretty great.
That's what his wife said. So
that was pretty great.
Yeah. So anyway, so Dusty, damn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even.
But we're gonna see more and more of it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Cyndi Lauper. There's actually a kind of a connection between that and Richard Donner.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Goonies.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it right here.
So Jeff, I don't know if that was there we go. Unintentional segue.
No, that was cool though. That's very, very nice.
But I didn't want to cut off the Dusty Hill tribute because
no, it was okay. I you know that just the I don't know what I was going to say about it really, but I didn't realize just how many things Richard Donner did. So especially as you know, I mentioned to you guys as a group last night in my show when I was talking about what television nerds we are as well, and how one of his clients worked with Max Gale on General Hospital. Did you know Max Gale was on General Hospital, Pete?
I didn't know that.
He's won an award.
Huh. Like, is this all post Bernie Miller and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like now. It's like, wow. If you go to the website for DGRW, you can see reels from some of the people that they, I would assume almost all of the people that they represent, but what's her first name? Ms. Hubert is the woman who is in General Hospital and played opposite Max Gale. So he brings her a sweater. So, but still that sweet guy, you know, just, yeah. I just was like, what? That's because I couldn't tell from the side at the beginning of the scene. And I'm like, and then of course they do it and he gives that smile and you're like, oh my God, it's Max Gale. Well, at the time I was like, that's Wojo Howitz. And now I'm like, it's Max Gale.
And you can confirm that he is not wearing the same toupee from Bernie Miller.
I can, unless his toupee is a bald head. I mean, you know.
That toupee looks like I ripped it right off of Frankenstein, man. That was bad. Tupenstein.
See, because on your shirt, oddly enough, JD, I think is that who I think it is? What are you wearing? Yeah,
It's the
I think
piece from their final tour.
I think that might have. I mean, anytime they get back together, I think that's one of the only bands that's all together still.
Yeah, I don't foresee them getting together again, but who knows?
You don't know. They're all still around, and they all still could do it.
They are.
So.
It was one.
Money
Well, there you go.
talks.
Pete. Yeah, that very well could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were good when I saw them, though. But more importantly, I'm the only one without the Triple G shirt. I got to fix that. I got to order one of those.
You do. Take your shirt off, damn it.
No. You don't want to see that.
It's either GoGameGo or
Nobody wants to
Skins.
see that.
Either GoGameGo or Skins.
Or nothing.
Or, yeah, that's it. GoGameGo or nothing.
I got to find that picture, Stuart.
That's his new sex tape.
That's right.
Toblerone.
Is there
the Mega Force.
Is there a distant Richard Donner connection, like a
6 degrees?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
somehow.
you have to go with. Well, you have. Yes, actually, it works very. Can it work very? Well, you've got Richard Donner who. Well, wait. I'm sorry. Whoop. Let's hang out. Richard Donner's over here, right? You've got Megaforce here. So you've got Barry Bostwick, who worked with Susan Sarandon. Did she work with Mel Gibson on anything?
It's possible. Susan Sarandon. Let's see.
So what? I'll hold up 6 fingers because that's the 6 degrees. So you got Richard Donner here, and you've got Megaforce. Wait. So, or you could go the direction of he worked with Michael Beck, and Michael Beck worked with he worked with that dude that was in 48 Hours. And
who was in
Nick
48
Nolte
Hours?
was in there.
Nick Nolte. Yeah. Well,
Or
Susan
Eddie
Sarandon.
Murphy.
Evidently, Susan Sarandon and Mel Gibson had some sort of a tiff. That might be the only connection. It was something around the Oscars.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what it was.
Well,
but they
Susan
both spoke
Sarandon-
at the Oscars in 1996. That's a stretch, though.
Yeah. What about Robert Downey Jr.? Did he work with?
Well, how about this?
Well, he
Well,
was-
we also go Goonies. Who was in Goonies too?
oh, well, that's probably a good bet.
So Megaforce had Barry Bostwick, who
Right.
was starred in Rocky Horror Picture Show with
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon, who
Right.
did a music video for Julia Stone's Dance with Danny Glover, who was directed in Lethal Weapon by Richard Donner.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. That's it.
Wow.
That's some excellent.
Woo,
detective
Pete!
there.
Pete,
That's
you're aces. You're
quite
aces, Pete.
impressive.
Now,
Man.
I have
That's
mine in.
sexy,
You want
man.
your challenge? I have your challenge for you.
Okay.
6 degrees of Richard Donner with Mr. Rogers.
Oh boy.
That sounds like a bad porn. Let's see.
Was Lady
For
Elaine
Mr.
involved?
Well, I mean, who did Mr. Rogers interview? I mean, he interviewed a lot of people, right?
On the show?
So who's? Well, wait a minute. Wait, Mr. Rogers
Oh.
was played by Tom Hanks.
That's a stretch. But yes.
What's a stretch?
Well, but it's not actually Mr. Rogers. Like, it's not Fred
Or-
Rogers.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's a connection. Yeah.
so I mean, who did he interview that
Yeah.
would have?
What is the connection? I think I'll.
Or isn't there some cool story where Mr. Rogers was hanging with Eddie Van Halen or whatever? You know.
No, but remember, Mr. Rogers. Maybe they were snipers together. Remember that fake story where Mr. Rogers was like some sort of a like ex sniper It was false. It was 100% false. But it was like one of these like rumors that were on. There was actually a picture of him with a sniper rifle in the military, and it was 100% false.
Unbelievable.
What do you got? It was about to rock.
Yes. Still one of my favorites.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you got it? You already know?
In Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, he had a person who was a neighbor called Betty Aberlin. Betty Aberlin also starred as a nun in Dogma, and she sat on a bench in the bus station talking with Matt Damon. Matt Damon also was in the movie Margaret in 2011 with Matthew Broderick, and Matthew Broderick was the star of Lady Hawk, directed by Richard Donner.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to get that one out of my collection over there.
I forgot about Lady Hawk. Wow, good, Pete. Like that's another impressive show.
So we're just changing this show. The homage is in a 6 degrees of Richard Donner.
Well, or 6 degrees of Fred Rogers, whichever.
What it shows though is how much of an influence that he is in Hollywood over the years. I mean, he's worked with a lot of people. I mean, it takes basically what 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon was because Kevin Bacon worked with absolutely everybody. Well, Richard Donner is, I was kind of surprised because my biggest knowledge about Richard Donner was hearing about Superman 2 and how there was the Donner version, which was different. And I didn't even realize at the time he did 1 and he fell out with the Salkinds and he had done the Goonies and the Lethal Weapon movies and all those other films, great films. He's a fabulous director. So, I mean, to be able to do that with an obscure person like Mr. Rogers and go through it, it shows the range that Richard Donner had to me.
Right.
Have you seen the Superman 2 Donner cut? Because I have not. I
have not either.
That's on the list.
I did read a synopsis of it, the differences and such a while back. And it was, I'm going to pick that up sometime. And I never have. So, it's like, that's where you go onto onto Amazon right now and look for Superman 2, the Donner cut.
I think it might have even been streaming at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We just saw Superman 1 again recently and loved it. Like, we had gone through all of not all. We didn't see the new Zack. What's his name?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, the 10-hour epic DC Comics thing. But we had finished like the Marvel series and stuff like that, and we just started thinking about the original Superman movies, and we saw the more recent ones too. We kind of just went through them, but the first Superman was just great. It really holds up, I think. Anyway. It's a fun movie.
Do they? You know what? I wonder. Wouldn't that be a cool idea for a Funko? Would be.
Here we go.
Guys, are you ready?
Here we go.
Let the games begin.
I'm telling you.
Hang on. I'll get it up here in a second. Whoops, I didn't say that.
Mama say we're playing 6 degrees with Kevin Bacon, only we're doing it 6 degrees with Richard Donner.
That's it.
Oh, Perry.
Do we have a Perry? Oh man, I'm trying to do something. There. See,
Stuart and Perry became friends.
We are so good friends. We are currently moving the McGraws. So we're getting them into a new, and so I went over there and she talks to me every time. She's just we're like old buddies. Cause she's like, and I'm like, I know, right? I know, I missed you too. And she's and it's just like today, Celia's like, don't quiet, or maybe that was yesterday, but today it was the same thing. I'm like, she's just talking to me.
Perry just ran out the front door and was hanging out with us while we were moving stuff.
She had to pee. So she finally just kind of quieted down the other day, and I was like, can I pick her up, you think? Celia's like, yeah, go ahead. So
her ear is like half your mustache.
I know.
Perfectly too.
It's perfect. Look at that.
It is right on the mark. I never realized that. She's like, "What if I was your mustache?"
It's like you're in disguise. You cannot recognize me.
Oh, this is not Viking stew. This is Chihuahua Man.
I have a fairy stash.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm Chihuahua Man. All right, I'm going to try to find this photo. And then, oh, geez, come on.
Hey, what happened to our super chicken picture?
Oh, I'll put it back in. I dumped it out just because I was making room. There you go. There's something that Donner did early on.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. The Twilight Zone.
Yep. That's what I was going to say. Wouldn't it be cool if they made a Funko Pop of those two characters?
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay. All right. So I'll record a Perry theme. I'll get a Perry theme. I'm in the midst of all that because I'm trying to get all that done.
Can you get Perry Farrell to sing it?
Oh, nice call. Nice call. I would have to do that. Da-da-da-da.
He's had enough.
So done. Oh man. So anyway, so what is so did you said you watched this, right? Got it on Laserdisc.
Yep. Oh, that's nice.
Right? And then I have this on Laserdisc as well.
Nice.
What a
Superman 2.
what a shitty cover. They just kind of blocked it in and dropped it on top.
Yeah.
Is that Superman 2?
Yeah. Which is also Richard Donner, also written by the same guy.
Yeah.
And it's an Alexander. Of course, these are Alexander Salkind movies, which was huge. What was the holiday movie they did?
Donner?
No, Alexander Salkind did Santa Claus the movie
Is that
with,
Tim Allen?
with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For a second, when you said Donner was in a Christmas movie, I thought it had to be about reindeer.
Well, screw
Wow. That's good. Huh? Clever.
I don't know. On Donner, on Blitzen.
Hey!
He did Scrooged.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. He did do Scrooged.
That was a great one.
Yeah. Yeah, I never owned it and wasn't a big watcher of that movie, but I was really, it was really interesting. And the original Omen as well.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, I don't
probably,
think
would
I
you say
noticed
that's
that
his
one.
breakout movie?
Do I think that's his breakout movie?
Movie. Like
I would have to
he did
say
TV
yes.
for years.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1976.
Yeah.
And before that, he'd had X-15 and Salt and Pepper.
But I remember, like, when I was a little kid, I can remember the theater in town showing The Omen. And that was a big deal, that movie. It made a lot of press. For whatever reason, I can remember it as being like a 7 or 8 year old kid. The Omen, and it was like the big horror movie, and it was all over the TV and how big of a deal it was.
I remember. Yeah.
Do you remember, anybody else remember that? Like,
I remember it. I didn't see it. I don't think I saw it, but I do remember seeing the billboards and
Well, it
The
was
little
one
boy
of those.
was what? Damien? Was that his name?
Damien, yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those crazy flicks, like creepy, crazy flicks, like Bad Seed, where you're just like, it's a child that's not supposed to have a knowledge of heavy evil or death, just deathing people. And you're like, what is going on? This is not right. This is not right.
It had at least 2 sequels. Was it more than that? Or maybe there was 2, and then there's maybe more than that, which really were sort of really hanging on.
Because what are you considering the Final Conflict, the third one?
I would think that's the one where he's president, right?
Yeah, with Sam Neill.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would consider that the third one. Was it not the third one?
I think you're right. Because I don't know that the second one did very much did as well. as the first.
Oh, it says here, I just found it. The Omen was followed by 3 sequels. Damien Omen 2 in 78. Omen 3, The Final Conflict, which is the one we're talking about.
Oh,
and Omen, which was in 81, and Omen 4, The Awakening in 91. And that's what I remember. 10 years later, I think it was more or less, hey, let's dig this back up. And it really wasn't as much of a sequel as it was people recognize the name, we can make some money, you know?
Yeah, digging things up is not something Hollywood does on the reg, right? I mean,
yeah, that's right. But I really think Omen 2 and 3 were at least bona fide sequels because they were all out within a 5-year span.
Right. I think the only other thing, and they're kind of doing it now. I think the only thing that Hollywood could do worse is to actually bring the dead back. And of course, they've done it now.
I mean, like Night of the Living Dead
and no, like Peter Cushing and Carrie Fisher.
Oh, yes, they are doing it now. Yeah.
You know, being in films, they're dead.
Yeah.
But we've got this guy over here that can scan their thing and then he can just plop it right in there.
I don't know. Like, if the story is there, I'm not opposed to it. Yeah. I'm just not. I thought the Carrie Fisher thing don't make a film around a person in that scenario. But the Carrie Fisher scene in, for example, Rogue One was a phenomenal way to end that movie. Peter Cushing in, what was it? It was...
Yeah, wasn't he in The Force Awakens?
No, he was in Revenge of the Sith. Wasn't it Revenge of the Sith, or was it or was it?
No, it's like one of the new ones.
Oh yeah, he showed up. I mean, he showed up in one of the later ones.
I thought it was very well done as well, though. Not overwhelming, but just to know that they wanted that character to fit into the story because the timeline made it that way. It's just that era of time had been done so many years before, right?
Right.
I like that. I like that being done. I really did. I love the Carrie Fisher scene.
What would you think about if they can digitize all of that, about them just start making digitized character movies?
See, then I think you're going over the top, right? You're not.
Well, I don't know. What if you can make people do things where they won't get hurt? I mean, you can make people do all kinds of weird shit where they don't need a stunt person to do it.
At the end of the day, it's what we're doing in every video game and all these other things. So who knows? Until it's really done to a certain level and developed, we can't imagine. I mean, think about like telling a story, for example, right? Telling a story was a person sitting there 100 years ago telling you a story or reading it out of a book. And now we can do amazing things with the technology we have to tell stories. Right. And it's fake or it's a different thing that wasn't even imaginable 150 years ago. So what the hell's going to go on in 150 years from now?
Right.
So you can't say, we shouldn't be doing that because they'll be doing that and much, much more.
Yeah.
After our days are over. Right. So,
because I mean, I would assume that people would take over other people's estates and then that's how they could make money.
True. Yeah.
Like whoever ends up with Peter Cushing's estate, can go, use his likeness, man. We'll take the $2 million.
He's a pretty phenomenal actor, wasn't he? I wasn't big. I didn't know much about him, but he was amazing in some of the stuff, the horror movies and stuff, right?
Right. It was Rogue One, Star Wars story, by the way.
It was that.
2016, special acknowledgement for use of likeness. Like you're saying.
Sorry, say that again, JD. Solo?
Oh, sorry. Rogue One, Star Wars story, special acknowledgement for use of his likeness. And that's exactly what you were saying.
Which makes perfect sense because that's right at that era, right? Right at that era.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, could they be replacing actors in the future? Could it be, like a prequel or something like that, or a sequel many years after they've passed, and using their likeness? But you're right. The state would have to get some piece of that and permission. But I don't know. It's like, that's like the hologram tours. They were going to do the Dio hologram tour. That never really happened. I don't know. Do we need that?
Well, and then can people, like, just with like music, you can buy like Michael Jackson buying up the rights to the Beatles songs.
Right.
Could you offer the family a bunch of money to buy the estate so that now you make all the money off Peter Cushing instead of the Cushing family? Or like when Kramer sold all his stories and couldn't tell those stories anymore.
He was the real Jay Peterman.
We've replaced all our cashiers with self-checkout, so why can't we just replace all our actors with computer-generated images?
Well, have you seen those deep fake videos where they'll take like a actor and they'll put their face on a different actor?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so good right now. It's hard to tell. I mean, in another 10 years,
Yeah.
they might be perfect.
And one of the first instances of that, I believe, was Forrest Gump, right?
Yes.
Like where they did that with the former president.
Yes. And that was well done.
It was well done. And it was...
You could tell.
Where do you draw the line, I guess, is where you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like when I'm watching, Christine's watching Anne with an E, which is a very good show. It's very emotional, very well done. And for you Canadians, the Tragically Hip is the theme song. So for Anne with an E on Netflix. But I'm looking at that and I'm like, I see this ocean view behind them. They're on a dock. And I'm like, that's got a real green screen feel, where it's almost too perfect. And you're like, it seems like they're separated. You get that little bit of a digital line around the person where you're like, is that real? Or I think that's green screen. Because remember they did that one show on Sci-Fi, and I'll never be able to tell you what it is, but it was almost entirely green screen. They had people walking down a street, which was just in a sound studio, and the street was just mapped out with, embedded, street area. And then they just had for placement, they had a light post, and then everything else was digitized.
My little intro video tonight was actually Plan B because I had the green screens out and the lights and everything trying to make what I was thinking, and I couldn't get it to my liking, so I ended up throwing it out and starting from scratch last night.
Man. The things you can do when you're enjoying the bachelor life, right?
Well, Mandalorian season 2, I guess, was completely green screen. Not only that, was it green screen? They used I can't remember if it was the Unreal Engine, one of the gaming engines, to actually, like reality type engines, to generate all of the scenery, and they put up video screens in the background, like large video screens. So they were actually standing in front of digital scenery, if you will. So it wasn't quite a green screen. I mean, I'm sure they used that, but
yeah,
where they would have been doing stuff on site because of COVID, they weren't able to, and you were really none the wiser unless you didn't see that making of.
Right. And I think that's part of, just as we might think, well, boy, that's a lot easier. You don't have to do, but how much tougher is that for an actor? No longer are you in an area where you're, maybe back in the day when you're doing ET, you may be looking at something that's totally not ET just to reference an area. But now you see it all the time in these, like, in the behind the scenes on these Marvel movies. There's nothing there. They're supposed to be reacting to something that's not even happening. And you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other breed of actor skill that you've got to have. But, like the difference between Superman then and Superman now.
Well, that's another thing. You can really see, and you kind of like, I remember the making of Superman where he was actually like lying on something, and then they would like key everything else out. But it's so obvious, like it's painfully obvious watching it. But you know what? You almost don't mind because the acting. This is another thing. The acting is so good in that, and it's such an entertaining movie. Mm-hmm. You almost don't care that it's yesterday's technology, and you can see basically what is in effect the strings.
Which is what's kind of interesting about that second Superman movie, where the acting really wasn't so good.
Correct.
I remember rewatching, and I'm going to watch these two films again, as well as this whole quadrilogy.
I need to see that again.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't seen that for a very long.
This was a great deal, man. This was a cheap thing at Christmas a few years back when my nephew and I were going through Walmart and checking out the bin on Thanksgiving, and all 4 movies on DVD on Blu-ray, and you can buy it like this on you can find it on Amazon as well, but yeah, I need to rewatch all of those, but you know, I know I'm not going to love that Superman 2 as, you know, again.
No, and then there's 3 and 4, I guess.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Which one had Richard Pryor in it? Was that 3 or 4? 4? None of those were Richard Donner. Richard Donner was out after, he was out in the middle of 2.
Yeah. And I didn't realize the other thing that he worked on, the other franchise he did, Perry.
Hey.
The other thing that he did was Free Willy.
I saw that. Executive producer, I guess, right?
Yeah.
He was involved in that either.
And he was involved in every one of them. There was 4.
Were there 4 Free Willies? I don't even think I knew that. I did see the first.
That seems to be everyone's reaction.
But he was already free. Was he captured again? What happened?
Yeah, you want to sit down with Free Willy and go, so what happened?
How did you get back here?
Weren't you free?
Free Willy, the Revenge.
That
yeah, there was Free Willy 2, The Adventure Home, and then there was Free Willy 3, The Rescue, and then there was Free Willy 4, The Revenge. No, I can't remember what. There was 4 of them though. I thought I saw that there was 4 the other day because I was like, what?
Free Willy 4, more royalties.
you know what I just noticed? But just by accident, I was just scrolling through here. He directed The Toy. Do you remember that? With
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Robin Williams.
I forgot about that film, but I did not realize.
Richard Pryor, Jackie Gleason.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, he did. Also, remember back in the day, who's that actor? Doggone it.
You're thinking of Toys, Jeff. Toys was Robert Williams and Joan Cusack. This was The Toy, where the rich kid.
Oh,
And I initially had that confused, and until I clicked on it, I was doing a double take.
Do you guys remember John Savage, the actor John Savage?
Yeah, I don't know why that name rings a bell.
Yeah, Richard Donner worked on, he was the director on Inside Moves, which was one of those movies that I caught on cable back in the day.
Yeah.
The movie came out in 1980. No, 80? Is that what it was? Yes, 1980, December 19th. Yeah, it had John Savage. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that anybody would know in here, and I'm not catching any names myself. So, oh wait, there's William Frankfurter. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that
Random.
is. Who is that? But yeah, he did that right after he did the first Superman movie. Then he did The Toy, then The Goonies, then Lady Hawk, then Lethal Weapon, then Scrooged. We've talked about all these. Lethal Weapon 2, then 1989. Good Lord. Okay, so two years later. Okay, wow.
Oh, I forgot about Maverick, and I forgot that
Me too.
Gibson was Maverick.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's a good movie. I enjoyed
James Garner, too?
James Garner was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show as well. Did he direct any of the show?
That's a good question. Probably not. Let's see.
Let's see. Get Smart. He did some Get Smart episodes.
That's amazing. That and Banana Splits.
And Gilligan's Island, Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yep.
You
and
know.
Several Twilight Zone episodes. It wasn't just that one. I think it was like 6 episodes or something.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was 6 episodes.
Tales from the Crypt. Ironside.
Lance mentioned the Tales from the Crypt a little while ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he did Wild Wild West. I remember that he did some of those episodes.
Oh, hey, great little bit of information here from Lance. Did you see that? The toy had a scene where Richard Pryor jumps in a Wonder Wheel at a department store and rolls past an Intellivision kiosk.
What?
Now I just want to go back and see it and screenshot it.
Yeah, really. I like that movie. It's not a movie you see around very often. It's just not very prominent, is it?
Let me check and see if I can find that.
Richard Pryor come out with all those movies. Like I went to the theater and saw the toy back in the day. Like back at that time, I was going to quite a few different things. Love Richard Pryor. My brother-in-law and I would go to see anything like that. Brewster's Millions, same thing, right? Yep. And but you don't see the toy anywhere. It's not like it's on cable or it's not on DVD. I mean, it's available on DVD, but it's weird. You know, some movies just sort of fade away into nothing. And a lot of Richard Pryor movies are like that. They just sort of gone away.
Stir Crazy. Yeah, Stir Crazy was another one that like, you don't really see it. You can see it on TV once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is, right there.
What?
Hold on. I've got the scene right here. He's just thinking about getting on the Wonder Wheel, and there's the Intellivision booth right behind him.
Wow.
Let me see if I can zippity doo out of this thing here.
Was it Stir Crazy?
Yeah, he just sent it.
And,
there you go.
Oh, that's what just came through. I will turn a beep.
That's the Intellivision.
Lance just sent a big one in the group.
Wow.
He just sent a big one. Lance, this isn't sexting.
oh, look, yeah.
By the way, I was forgetting, what was Stu's great line about cornhole the other night?
What was it?
Now it's.
I don't think I want to know.
I'm just full of wit. I don't know
I
what
wanted to
really
clip
comes
that
out.
off.
It was something like it was something like I can't wait to cornhole or something like that.
Oh yeah. I don't remember right off the bat.
I think you said something about like I'm excited about cornhole or I don't know. It was the context that was just absolutely.
You were very excited for cornhole. I know that.
Very excited.
That's what it was. All right, so where is this? I'm trying to see the Intellivision. Oh, I see it. I see it now. I'm zooming in.
I'm gonna bring it in here.
That's fantastic, and I remember those kiosks.
I think I'll send that to Tommy real quick.
You should. I bet you get a kick out of that.
There he is.
I know a lot of guys who like to have one of those. And have art.
Have the actual kiosk.
Yeah.
Not the Wonder Wheel.
Yeah, if you look to the left there, like between those two guys, you can see it.
That's amazing.
That's a good.
Yeah, there you go.
Good pickup.
Yeah.
Okay, hold it.
Now what's really weird is I want to know where he started. Because it's funny in the video, you know, I'm watching it and he's standing right. It's right behind him.
Put that picture back up there again for a second. Holy cow!
That's the great cornhole. Yeah,
I saw.
Hole.
Yeah, but not with the thing up. It doesn't work with the banner up. Because you had it up there a second ago without Lance's statement on there. And I looked down at that picture. I thought, look at all the toys of that picture, like on the right-hand side of the screen. And I looked at it and said, there's a Funko Pop in the screen down in the bottom corner. How can there be a Funko Pop in the 1982 movie?
How did B. Arthur get in there?
And then Pete's going, wow, a similar collection in what I have.
Boy, they really
changed another one.
They really changed this scene up. However, they had it set up because when he gets on the wheel, he's right in front of the Intellivision thing, and then the Intellivision thing's at a completely different angle when he's rolling around. It's really weird. It's very, very strange.
And I'm wondering what store. Do we know what store that actually was, or was that a completely made up? Actually, it almost looks like a department store.
Well, and look at this.
Because you see like clothes or something in the background.
I'm looking at an escalator down sign. I was trying to see if I could.
What's really also interesting there too is that is that Ned Beatty's in this film too.
Yeah.
Who was also in Superman.
And just passed away.
When did he pass?
Oh, that's right.
June or July.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was also in Superman. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Lex Luthor's assistant.
Yep.
Yeah. Otis, right? Otis, I think.
Otis.
Yes.
Otis the lackey.
Yeah.
and Valerie Perrine.
That pool, the pool scene.
Yes.
That was like that incredible pool, like in the bowels
down in the sewer or down in the old train station. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at his IMDb, and he didn't direct, but Richard Donner was in 2 episodes of Get Smart.
Really?
He
went to acting school, I read.
He played Richard Donner in both episodes.
Oh, shut up.
That's kind of a stretch.
Also, Perry Mason, he portrayed Richard Donner.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Perry Mason's listed 3 times. Only one is to say as Richard Donner, so I'm assuming the other 2 he directed.
So, do you know which episodes that he did of Gilligan's Island?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Saint Gilligan and the Dragon, President Gilligan, and Home Sweet Hut.
I would have to see these.
The last 2 are from '64, so I think those are black and white.
All the black and whites, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about? I mean, I had no idea Banana Splits was in the '60s. Like I remember that in the '70s, or did I just watch it late?
Syndication, yeah, that's one of those things. It's like Johnny Quest. I love Johnny Quest, but they had only 1 season. It was shown on Friday nights, and I grew up with it, but it was reruns. Thunderbirds. Same thing with Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds. Yeah, I guess it went from 68 to 70.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, the thing about the Banana Splits that he did, it says, as well as the serial Danger Island from the children's program, The Banana Split. So he actually directed a little show within the show.
Oh.
Okay.
And I got up here on Wikipedia. Danger Island is a live-action adventure series produced by Hanna-Barbera and originally broadcast in 68-69 as a segment of the Banana Splits Adventure Hour. Filmed in Mexico, directed by future Superman, Goonies, and Lethal Weapon director Richard Donner. So he didn't do the actual Banana Splits, but a segment that was shown in that show.
Oh, wow. They have a... Wow. Okay. So they have a Banana Splits movie on Blu-ray for $9.
Was there not just a Banana Splits movie released like last year that's a horror movie or something like that?
That's what I think this
is.
That's what I think this is.
Have you ever heard the Banana Splits theme song by the Dickies? It's excellent.
Yes. No, isn't that on that? That's on that cover album, right?
I'm not sure if they... I'm not sure
because they had a Saturday morning. They had a Saturday morning.
Yeah, I had that
cartoon.
CD. It was really good,
but it's not on there.
Banana Splits is on there, but I don't think it's their version.
Oh, okay. Well, they have a Banana Splits complete first season. How many seasons were there of the Banana Splits?
Could have been more than 2 or 3, could there?
That's how many monkeys were there? How many seasons of the Monkeys?
Like
the same,
two, but they were long.
2 or 3.
2, but they're long seasons. Yeah,
36 episode seasons or something like that.
Holy crap! Can you get the? Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Wait. What is this? Is this the whole HR Puffin stuff? The complete series. That's what I have. $178. Or you can get one used for $40. HR Puffin stuff.
No, I got the HR Puffin stuff theme in my head now. I'm not going to sing it. I'm singing it to myself in my head, but I'm not brave enough to sing it on the air.
Grow some balls, JD. Do it.
I'd rather show my balls. and sing.
Would you rather sing this theme or show your balls?
That's a whole new game show.
That's a whole new. That's a whole new how to get your show unpublished.
Let's see if we can have the first censored.
I wish we could. I wish we could put Super Chicken wherever we wanted.
Oh man, you could, can't you? You did it with the GoGameGo logo.
You probably could if you can move them around in different spots.
Yeah.
Here, I've got a Papa Pete logo here. Look at that.
Ooh, that's sexy stuff. 2 seasons of the Monkees with 58 episodes.
God, 58 episodes. Remember, like Green Acres? They would be like 34 episodes a year, something crazy.
Yeah, I just remember them talking about the backstory for Johnny Quest and how they had to send out. That's why some of the shows are a little more sloppy than others because they had to hustle to get those out. So, do you guys remember the names of the Banana Splits without looking? I wouldn't.
I do not know.
At least
there's Fleagle on guitar and vocals, Bingo on drums, Drooper. I do remember Drooper on bass, and so I'm Drooper. And Snorky, Bingo, Drooper, and Fleagle. Interesting. Seasons. Why doesn't it just give me seasons? Give me seasons. It says that the series ran for 31 episodes from 68 to 70. So I guess 2 seasons. And in syndication from 71 to 82. So there you go.
interesting.
Yeah. Yep. And Kellogg's Cereals was their sponsor. The feature-length comedy horror film adaptation called The Banana Splits Movie premiered in San Diego Comic-Con on July 18th, 2019, and was released worldwide in August of 2019.
And went nowhere?
I'm assuming so. Because
it didn't sound appealing to me at all.
It says February 2019, Warner Brothers Television Group's Blue Ribbon Content Division announced that it was collaborating with Blue Ice Pictures on producing a film adaptation of the Banana Splits television series collectively named The Banana Splits Movie, which would serve as an R-rated parody of slasher films.
Yep.
Danishka Esterhazy was hired to direct the film based on a script written by Jed Elenoff and Scott Thomas. On June 13th, 2019, Sci-Fi Wire released the official trailer for the film. The plot follows a family attending a taping of the Banana Splits television series in which the titular characters are animatronics with artificial intelligence instead of humans in costumes. However, there's always a however. Like everybody I know has a big butt. The family and everyone else present are soon trying to survive when Fleagle, Bingo, Drooper, and Snorky go haywire upon learning of the cancellation of their show. Because of this, their programming malfunctions. How about that? And they started a killing spree around the studio by targeting the crew members and the adults. Damn.
Hard pass.
Woo! Yeah, I don't think I want to spend that much time that I'll never get back.
Stuart, I looked up that Saturday morning cartoon CD.
Yeah.
That was a great CD, by the way.
It is very good.
But the Banana Splits theme song was done by Liz Fair, but it was featuring Material Issue. I love those guys.
Interesting. Wow.
So you guys knew about the Bob Marley Banana Splits theme comparison, right? Did you see it the other day?
No, I didn't.
You guys missed that. So somewhere along the line, somebody realized that there was a similarity between, I believe it's Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier and the Banana Splits theme, which was done earlier, like much earlier. And
Wow.
if you just type that up, there's YouTube. There's plenty of YouTube comparisons where they play it like side by side.
Yeah, there's one that's like a minute and 20 seconds long where it says Banana Splits and Bob Marley.
And you're like, yeah. Somebody told me at work about this a couple years back, but since the Banana Splits came up, I felt it appropriate to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier copies the Banana Splits.
Who would have thought?
Oh, wow. Wow. Bob Marley versus the Banana Splits. Tomando notas. That's pretty cool. So who was your favorite character on the Banana Splits? Said Richard Donner.
Oh,
Never.
it
definitely wasn't.
I can't remember anyone. It was so long ago, and the most I've done in recent days is just revisit the theme song.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I need to.
I like the design of Flegel the best.
Yeah.
He's the least creepy of them, I think.
Go by the least creepy. If I was in a dark alley, which one would I want to see the most? Flegel all the way around.
Did we already talk about there being a Penelope Pit Stop Funko? Is that weird?
No, we did not. I'm sorry, guys, but I want to see this Banana Splits movie.
Not sober.
What kind of enhancements do you want before you watch that show?
It could take a lot.
I don't. Can you get acid on Amazon? So I'll take a hit of acid and the Banana Splits movie.
Delivery.
All I want to hear is Pete bitching us out because he's got a copy of Banana Splits movie that he unboxed. That's what's going to happen. Garen freaking Teedy's already ordered it. No?
No.
You're not even curious to watch it, Captain Rise of Skywalker? Come on.
$30 up here.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Uh-oh. I think that YouTube just went nuts.
I just looked it up on. I don't see it streaming anywhere for free, but they've got. It says Danny takes her family to a taping of the Banana Splits movie, but must help them escape the murder spree that ensues with an animatronic rock band.
Yeah.
Learns their show is being canceled. Those bastards, man.
I'm telling you, I want to watch it.
I might have to watch that myself.
Thank you. This is why we have a show together. I love this guy. Now, the other thing that I would buy with it is I would buy this metal sign that's the Banana Splits. It's from one of their key comic book covers. It's really cool. It's an 8x12, and it's under $8.
Wow.
An 8x12. What is that?
Bargain.
Like that. It's a bit bigger. What is this? I'm sorry, but they have a Thor. Like I've got. Where'd my Thor sign go? Oh, it's down there. They have the Thor sign, the Captain America sign. They have a Batman and Robin, a Hulk, a Superman, and an Iron Man, all for $40. Metal signs. That's good, but it's only 8x12, which is still only that. That's not as big as the one I've got down there. Cheap ass.
Do they have a metal sign of Ronnie James Dio flashing the metal sign?
Oh, they should. Let's see if we can find that. Dio metal sign
of the metal sign.
Yes. Oh, they've got
Displate probably has that.
They've got an 8x12 metal sign of Holy Diver album cover.
That works.
That's close enough.
That's just right.
And they have a 12x8 of Bruce Lee. Hey, who's seen the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, we went to see it at the theater.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was an art piece that was beautiful to watch with elements of the story that had you could take whatever you wanted out of it. It didn't change a thing. It was just like individual little segments, and so we did not like it at all as far as the story goes. But man, it was beautiful to watch.
I agree.
Well, it was,
Yeah.
and let me ask you this though. I mean, because I think it did exactly what Quentin Tarantino wanted it to do, where he led you through a movie which ended in a way that you were like, yeah, so kick ass.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're like, when's the shoe gonna drop? The whole time during the movie, you're like, oh, this is when. Oh no, okay. Oh, is it? No, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Especially that scene out in the desert at the right.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it was incredibly well done. It was, but again, you could take a half hour out of that movie anywhere, and nothing's going to happen in this half hour that's going to matter to the next half hour.
Absolutely. And I thought it was very long, and I don't know. I thought it was unnecessarily gory, but that's like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
You either love it or hate it.
Right.
I did like the the premise was cool, and I guess it was loosely based on the name which escapes me now, but Burt Reynolds and his stuntman that were very close.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Why can't I think of his name? He did like every movie with him.
I am not familiar.
Hal Needham.
Oh, okay. That I do know that name.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Yeah. Hal Needham was in a lot of stuff with him. They were best friends, and like all the stunts in like Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit, and all that stuff. That's all Hal Needham.
Wow.
I just had to share this. We've
not a
been
bad
talking
price
about Sid and Marty Krofft, and everybody's heard of Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
Oh,
so there's
heck yeah.
the DVD the complete series of Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
Wow.
Up. How much? $1,000
$1,051.06
for something you're never gonna watch.
Right.
That's free shipping though.
And it is Deidre Hall. It is Deidre Hall.
How many episodes?
I don't. Yeah, it is free shipping.
I'm gonna guess 25.
But it's got
That's
4.5
my guess.
star rating.
Didn't they make a new movie?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know, but I saw that and I thought, okay, I've seen everything now. Because that's just a little short segment out of what? HR Puffin stuff or one of the Sid and Marty Krofft shows anyway.
Yeah.
So are you willing to pay $40 an episode?
Yeah, good call. Good call, JD. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
If Papa Pete buys that this week, Mama C is going to make her own video of "Goddamn You Go Game Go."
That's right.
Oh
right.
man.
Hey, you're right though. It's got 4.5 stars, so who knows? Maybe it's worth it.
Oh shoot. Oh my god.
Here's one
That's
that I
great.
didn't know of Richard Donner's at least initial involvement, The Lost Boys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had no idea about that, and he got busy, and Joel Schumacher took over.
Yeah.
I wonder how or if it would have been changed. It said, when Joel Schumacher took it over, it was a little more like sexier, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. That's one of my favorite films, man.
Oh, I love that movie.
And that goes right in with what you and I were talking about.
Sorry, Stu.
That's what?
It's up on the screen.
We'll see Mama C coming real quick. Just grab Pete's chair, just pull him out of the
credit card down.
No, he's just going to go dark.
Yeah.
I found
She just
Lidsville,
pulled-
though. It's Lidsville, which is the one I was originally looking for, is a much better deal. That complete series, the DVD set's only $450.99.
Oh dear Lord.
So
I don't understand. I don't get it.
How do they get to those prices?
People
I can't
pay
imagine anyone
them.
Bought it for
Right.
anywhere close to that.
People pay.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, if we'd stop doing it, people wouldn't be able to do it.
It's like secondhand ticket sales on the various ticket
Yes.
outlets.
Yeah,
I mean, the prices
right.
you pay for a sporting event or a concert artificially
Well,
raised.
years ago, maybe like 20 years ago, the Blues tried to make their playoffs all pay-per-view,
Oh,
and
How did that go over?
which was unheard of here.
Yeah,
They were doing it in Chicago at the time, but here it was unheard of.
I think I realized that.
It was one and done. They did it one season, and then they never did it again.
Good.
It's,
Because I was thinking, I was like, if everyone just doesn't buy it, you'll never have to worry about it again.
yeah,
Right.
that's true.
right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's the way I feel about some of the recent like heavyweight fights. I mean, like there's nobody worth seeing right now.
No.
And there are. I mean, there were some. Actually, they weren't even sanctioned bouts. There were
Wow.
like demonstration bouts recently. What was it? Was it the Holyfield thing? Anyway, it was like $90. Like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
And I love watching fights. Like we used to do pay-per-view all the time for like the 30-second Tyson fights. But you felt a little cheated, but then at the same time, you're like, wow, it's pretty impressive that he did that.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't
Yeah.
even get a chance to take a sip of my beer or have one nacho before it.
He didn't even break a sweat,
No.
you know?
Yeah, that was real easy.
Yeah, you're just like, whatever.
I think pay-per-view in the day of COVID, I think was kind of cool because we got to still see some concerts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, for like $10 or whatever, $20, that's cool.
Right.
We did it for, Foo Fighters, Sammy Hagar, Toto. Some great shows.
Wow.
It was fun. And we just put it up on the big screen. We got a projector.
Did you have people over or?
No, I mean, during COVID, no, I was just.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was during a time at which you felt comfortable having people over.
No, it was early on. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, that's a regular price for a concert. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I can't remember exactly what all of them were, but we didn't do the Kiss one. That one was, what was sad about the Kiss pay-per-view, we're going off on a major tangent as usual.
That's
but
okay. That's all good.
That's what we do.
The Kiss New Year's one in Dubai was in the middle of the day here. So not only were you paying whatever it was, $100 or something like that, you're not even getting to watch it.
You had to take time off of work.
Right, which I was not going to do. But watching it during the daytime, that's not a New Year's celebration. And you weren't able to watch it like later, like even.
Yep.
It was shown live. So, yeah, we bailed on that. That said, I mean, it was a pretty impressive pyro display. I guess that's what you were paying for.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, by now, seeing those shows by now is not. It just depends, and a lot of times, Kiss is using backing tracks for vocals, and some days that they're not, you're like, why aren't you?
It's a spectacle.
Yeah, because there was a guy who actually had multiple takes from multiple concerts, and they started exactly the same. Paul Stanley's voice sounded exactly the same. And everything, all the enunciations and everything was exactly the same. So you knew it was a backing track.
Well, what was interesting, I mean, it was pretty evident in a few places where we saw him, but there were several times throughout the show, Paul would start saying, like the venue was in Bristow, Virginia. Nobody's really heard of Bristow, Virginia, but it's kind of like on the outskirts of the Washington, D.C. area. But throughout the show, he was like, all right, Bristow. And he must have said it like 1,000 times and at just random places. So, I mean, yes, it's possible they just recorded him saying that and then just inserted that. But my guess is they would do, they would roll in the tracks in between. Some of it was live.
Right.
But it was almost like, well, why do you keep saying Bristow? I mean, it was an annoying amount of times. If you ever find that, I'm sure the bootleg's floating around somewhere, but it was very.
Yeah, I don't.
Back to Mr. Donner.
Yeah. Well, we got to figure out 6 Degrees of Kiss to Richard
boy.
Donner.
That's
So what's that actor's name that played the Phantom? Well, I mean, you could do Tom Selleck, or you could do Cynthia Rhodes.
Or you could do it's a stretch, but you could also do somebody like Casey Kasem or somebody like that, because this was on Scooby-Doo.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Or you could even do why can't I say her name? Jeff, help me out. Cheers. Allie, what's
Kirstie Alley?
Kirstie Alley, yeah. Because she was in Runaway with Gene Simmons. You've never seen Runaway, have you?
No.
Then you need to, because it's got Kirstie Alley in it. And Tom Selleck and Cynthia Rhodes.
What time period was that? Was she in Cheers at the time?
Probably right before.
84.
Yeah, I thought it was 84.
Yeah, that is before she was on.
Man, I don't. Oh, that's Michael Crichton.
Oh, that's a Crichton?
Well, there's a link right there, because Timeline's a Michael Crichton.
Oh, yeah.
So if that's the link.
Yeah.
3 Degrees.
Yeah. Boom.
And I'm trying to remember if I did see Timeline. It looks really cool.
Arc 2. I used to watch the crap out of Arc 2. Arc 2 and Shazam and ISIS. I used to watch those like crazy.
Richard Donner, he directed Cannon, I think Ironside, one episode.
Yeah.
Streets of San Francisco.
I love the Streets of San Francisco.
Kojak. Wow.
Who loves you, baby?
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, well, we know who he loved, right? You think Donner did he ever have a lollipop with him? With Telly Savalas?
Telly Savalas needs a Funko Pop.
I want to know how many people got punched because they went up to Telly Savalas and said, "Who loves you, baby?" Shut up. I got knocked out by Telly Savalas. Or I got knocked out by Kojak.
I watched all those shows back then.
I did too, man.
I only watched
There's
Kojak.
nothing else to watch, though. You know?
Well, what show was I watching that they mentioned Mannix? And I was like, really? Mannix was back then? I didn't remember Mannix being so classic, you know? I want to know, what's this movie Lola about? He directed the movie. That was his third movie. He directed a 38-year-old writer of pornographic novels named Scott, played by Charles Bronson.
Wow.
Meets and falls in love with a 16-year-old schoolgirl played by Susan George whilst living in London.
Where are you seeing this?
On Wikipedia, you know, the truth place.
Wait,
It's called Lola?
Donner?
Yeah, Lola, originally released as Twinkie and also known as London Affair.
Oh, I was going to say,
Yeah,
I see London Affair on here.
I'm not seeing it in IMDb.
Yeah. Well, look
IMDb has it as
London Affair.
London Affair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When Scott is refused by a permanent visa to remain in Britain, the couple get married, shut up, in Scotland, and move to America, where by state law, Twinkie must go to school. Tensions arise when Twinkie wants to engage in teenage pastimes, while Scott struggles to complete his novels in order to earn a living.
Tensions arise. That's an understatement there.
That's it. Welcome to the understatement of the year. She runs away and is found by Scott in the cellar. Twinkie then leaves for London the next day after writing
This also
Scott.
has Orson Bean How about
Or
that?
Orson Bean.
cheerful letter.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Orson Bean.
Orson Bean, if he was on Match Game, he'd be top left.
Also starring the top left. Interesting. I need to check the library out too, because I got some things coming from there. One of them is a spy movie with Michael Caine, which was very much in the vein of James Bond.
What was it?
It's called the something file or shoot. Michael Caine file. I don't know. I can't remember.
What
the
did we
name.
do it?
Yeah. Oh, I got it. I did it.
What?
It is file. It's the Ipcris file.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Yeah. So I'm checking it out from the library. I requested it. It's 1965.
George Games, thanks for stopping by.
Hey, George.
What's up? See you. Is he leaving?
Yeah, he's got to eat.
Oh, yeah. Kelly's Heroes, Lance. Oh, my God. Kelly's Heroes is awesome.
Kelly's Heroes is amazing.
Yeah,
That's
look
one
at
of my
that
favorite.
lineup. Oh my
I
god!
think I'm ready to see that one again. I haven't seen it for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Don
see,
Rickles.
Kelly's Heroes, did that have Ernest Borgnine as well?
It had Don Rickles. Yeah, Ernest Borgnine might have been in it.
Because that's one of my favorites. Kelly's Heroes was great. And the other one was that was shoot. What was the other war flick that I really liked that was like that? Had a whole team of come on.
The Guns of Navarone.
Oh, yeah.
No. It was like maybe in a camp. Shoot, why can't I Kelly's Heroes.
The Great Escape?
No.
Who was in it? Oh, Ernest Borgnine?
That's really disgusting. I can't think of it.
Dirty Dozen?
Yeah, thank you. That's it. Dirty Dozen. Yep.
Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, The Great Escape. There's a video game, The Great Escape?
That is actually an Xbox game which I got fairly recently, and it is based upon the Steve McQueen movie, The Great Escape.
Get the freak out of here.
Yeah.
Now, does the motorcycle still get to the front faster than an airplane? That's what I need to know.
Do you get to drive the bike?
I haven't played it actually. I just got it here. It was one of the last ones that I've gotten.
Well, you got to do a video on it this week now.
Well, there you go.
Ernest Borgnine was not in Kelly's Heroes.
No.
But Carol O'Connor
right,
was.
Right.
Yeah, because he was
was.
he was at the end.
I mean, I think Don Rickles kind of played the character that I would think Ernest Borgnine would have played.
Right.
What was it? Crap Game, or what was his name in that movie?
Yeah.
I just
Kelly's Heroes.
Split down.
Dirty Dozen had Marvin in it, wasn't it? Lee Marvin was in that.
Kelly Savalas was in that too.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought.
And he was also in Great Escape. Lee Marvin. I believe.
Don Rickles. Let's see. Characters. Don Rickles was Crap Game. Yep.
Crap Game, yeah.
Telly Savalas was Big Joe.
Gavin McLeod.
Yeah, Gavin McLeod was Moriarty.
Did not remember that.
How about that?
Harry Dean Stanton. I don't think I remembered that either.
I didn't remember that either. I did not remember that. Wow. George Savalas.
Savalas Sink. Who's George? I had no idea he had a brother. And is that a wig?
He was Mulligan. Wow. Georgios.
I had no idea.
How do you say his name? It's so Greek.
I just see George Savalas.
Georgios.
I'm looking at the Google results.
Demosthenes Savalas. Georgios Demosthenes Savalas.
Oh my God, Larry Rickles was in this too. This was a family affair.
Larry
What the
Rickles.
hell? What do they call
no
that?
idea Don Rickles had a. Is it a?
What do they call that when family members are in the same
Oh,
company?
it was his
Nepotism.
son.
Nepotism?
Larry Rickles is Don Rickles' son.
Son. Still nepotism.
Of course.
Of course.
Convoy. I don't know if I've seen that movie. That sounds
I don't remember that artwork for Kelly's Heroes either, though. That's interesting.
No, the one that I remembered was like Clint Eastwood and Donald Sutherland. Like Donald Sutherland was like popping out of a tank, like all stoned.
Yeah. Who's that artist, Jeff, that was in Mad Magazine? He did that poster of Kelly's Heroes.
Al Jaffe.
I do not know.
Isn't it Don something?
Oh, right. So there was Al Jaffe, Don. God, what was his name?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the 1941 cover? Because that seems similar.
Oh, look at this. Wait a minute. Can you get that on Amazon? Can I get a Kelly's Hero
Yeah.
poster or something?
You can get the Blu-ray for $12.
That's not bad.
It said in the spirit of Mad Magazine.
Yeah, because that's totally
Ray Alma. Here, I'm looking at the. Oh wait, no, I'm actually seeing a Mad Magazine spoof. This is something entirely different. Somebody made a Mad Magazine with Alfred E. Newman as Donald Sutherland's character coming out of the tank.
I don't know why this poster is getting 1 star. Incredibly low resolution, looks nothing like what was advertised, and is not even on poster. Awful quality, blah blah blah.
It's because they took a picture of the VHS cover and blew it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, printed on regular paper.
Thanks a lot, asshole.
Did you figure out
Unfriend.
who did the cover?
No, I'm trying to figure this out. Why can't I find it? It should be so easy.
That was quite the Snagglepuss impersonation. Easy.
It should be really easy. Exit stage left.
That was pretty good.
It's not the best one I've ever done.
That was pretty good though.
I don't know why I can't think of that guy's name. It's Don something.
Well, Jack Davis.
Don Bluth, is it?
No,
He was,
that's Disney. That
Disney,
guy, I
yeah.
love his work.
wait, Al Jaffe was the one that I remember.
What was it?
Al Jaffe was the one that. I mean,
Jaffe.
I don't know if he did that, but I mean, he was one of the main Mad Magazine artists.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Don Martin. I think that's who it was.
So that could be.
Don Martin. I thought it was a Don something. No, that's not it.
Yeah, there's
Nope.
John Martin, Mort Drucker, Jack Davis,
Maybe it's
Al Jaffe.
Al Jaffe.
I mean, that's the one. I mean, I think Al Jaffe did the Alfred E. Newman stuff, but I'm not positive. Let's see what he did.
Al Jaffe images. Yeah, no. Nope, it's not Al Jaffe. Nope. Nope. This is horrible. I can't even think of it.
Look at this.
What do you got?
For $90, you get Snagglepuss, Wally Gator,
Oh, Adam Ant.
Touche Turtle, and Adam Ant.
I totally forgot about Touche Turtle.
Wow, that is pretty cool, isn't it?
That's like Turtle's ass.
I mean, most of these guys are pretty obscure. I mean,
Yeah. Adam Ant's not so much, but the best known one is Snagglepuss. If I put them in order of knowledge of them, it would be Snagglepuss, and then it would be Wally Gator, and then Adamant, and then Touche Turtle.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Because if you'd have told me Touche Turtle, I wouldn't even have been able to tell you. Oh, Ernest Borgnine was in The Wild Bunch.
Yeah.
Directed by Peckinpah.
Peckinpah.
Peckinpah. That's just fun to say, Peckinpah. Francisco Peckinpah. That's just fun to say. Convoy as Lyle, the dirty cop chasing Chris Christopherson. Oh, and Convoy. I want to watch that again. So here's a music trivia for you.
Yeah.
Convoy was written by whom?
D.W. McCall.
Who was actually whom? Who leads what band?
Repeat the question.
Convoy was written by whom? It's listed as C.W. McCall, but
Right.
who was C.W. McCall, and what group does he lead?
I have no idea. Is it the same name, or does he have a stage name?
Yeah, C.W. McCall was a name made up because of the cereal, and he did the jingle for the cereal. But then he wrote that, and it's Chip Davis from Mannheim Steamroller.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Wow.
who wrote Convoy is Chip Davis.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's great. I would have
Yeah.
never.
That old song from the 70s?
Yep. Yeah, that's
Kidding.
Chip Davis of Mannheim Steamroller.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Well, he was striking while the iron was hot on that one.
Amen to that.
It came out just a year later. Crickets.
Great.
Remember when trucking was like the big deal in the 70s?
Oh
And
yeah,
the CB radio, and
yeah, and keep on trucking.
I think Smoking the Bandit kind of helped that out too.
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah, I still want to see Convoy. I mean, I don't know.
And the Dukes of Hazzard. It's a good movie. Convoy's all right. I watched it within the last since COVID. I watched it.
Really?
It's on Prime or something. One of them.
Oh,
Is it on Blu-ray? That's what I got to know.
Oh,
Has
what
anyone
is it on
seen-
Blu-ray?
Has anyone seen Smoking the Bandit in the last 10 years?
Yeah, I just watched
Yeah.
it not long ago.
No, but I own it on Blu-ray. And Convoy is available on Blu-ray on Amazon right now for $20.
and by the way, I did enjoy it, Jeff.
What's that?
Well,
Smoking the Bandit? Oh, yeah. I really like that.
I still
I-
enjoyed it. I
I
think
was
it
never
was
so disappointed.
quite as well as Cannonball Run.
Cannonball Run.
I was so disappointed with the sequel to Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because remember the opening scene? You're all excited. You're ready for the same stuff. And Bandit goes flying down the highway, and there's a cop right there, and you get all excited for a chase or something. And the cop has a gun, speed gun on him.
Oh yeah, radar.
It shows 55. I'm like, that whole movie was ruined for me right there.
Right. You can't,
Oh,
you can't drive 55.
Jeff's like, click.
I was in the theater for that. I was like, oh, you gotta
no.
be kidding me.
I'm pretty sure I saw it in the theater. I don't recall seeing it in the theater. Like I don't have any great memories of Smoking the Bandit 2.
Oh, did you see Smoking the Bandit 3? Yeah,
3.
no, I did, but I think I did, but
Burt Reynolds wasn't in that, right?
no,
Nah,
he was
probably
not.
none of
That's
this.
Jerry
Jerry,
Reed was the bandit, right?
Jerry Reed. Yeah, was the
Jerry
bandit.
Reed. So Jerry Reed was on all three then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't even know if I was aware. Maybe I just like blocked it out of my memory.
How did the snowman become the bandit?
You can't. That's not even legal. You can't do that.
More than jumping the shark. There's a lot of it. Jackie Gleason was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they had to bolster it with some firepower there.
Yep.
Because it sounds pretty weak. Paul Williams.
Paul Williams and Pat Why can't I say his name?
Sajak?
No, the tall
Okay.
guy, Pat
Marita.
Cormick?
No.
Pat McCormick. Yeah.
McCormick. Yeah, because he was in that movie I was talking to you guys about recently. Hot stuff.
Big
So
Enos
had-
and Little Enos.
Yeah, Enos and Little Enos. Yeah. I was Suzanne Plachette was in Hot Stuff.
Pat McCormick was in Get Smart.
Pat McCormick was in Get Smart.
Pat McCormick was a regular on the Gong Show.
That he was totally.
True.
And then what was the woman's name?
There was a
J.P. Morgan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Morgone.
JP Morgone, yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Oh shoot!
Did you ever see a documentary about Paul Williams, his music?
Yes, I did.
I had no idea there was this huge group of Paul Williams fans.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy.
I mean, they were there. They were like following him around these concerts, telling him how his music changed their life. I'm like, wow,
Yes,
that's pretty cool. I would have never guessed.
I would love to have him on my show.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yep. Yeah, because I love Phantom of the Paradise. Is a great film. If you guys haven't seen that, it was Brian De Palma's first film. So check it out.
I remember we saw recently the Muppets when the Muppets got released on the original series was released on Disney Plus. We saw the Paul Williams episode.
Oh man,
That was
brilliant, dude! I mean, his music. I mean, it's a huge part of the soundtrack to my life. It's amazing, all the way down to writing stuff that was hits for Three Dog Night. You know?
Yes, that I didn't know about until more recently.
Yeah, it's. I love that song. But yeah, check out if you haven't seen Phantom of the Paradise. That would be right up your alley, JD. When you were talking about kind of suspense horror films with a funny edge, that's
True.
right up your alley.
Phantom of the
Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah, it's all Paul Williams music, and it's horror comedy.
I like it.
Unfortunately, there is no Paul Williams nor Little Enos Funko Pop.
Son of a.
A Paul Williams Funko Pop would be pretty great.
And life size.
Nah.
You just slip them right into the box.
Yeah, he come out singing.
We went there.
Hey, Paul, could you just walk in this box here real quick?
He could be a Funko Pop for Halloween.
What are you trying to do? I'm just give it a shot.
We're gonna
Why are
send
you putting me in an
here.
Amazon box? He was actually in wasn't he in Red? Or was he in Red? He was in Red, right? Or Red 2?
I can't remember that. I need to go back and see that. You mentioned that movie a couple times now, and I don't have a huge recollection. I remember liking it a lot,
Yeah,
but
so
I
good.
can't remember the movie itself.
Yeah, that first one was so good. So good. Wow. Yeah.
Did you guys see Radio Flyer? That was actually a really good movie.
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I only
same
know
here,
of
but
it.
like in the 80s. I don't even remember it.
Yep.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in the theater with my dad. If I recall correctly.
I like how you say my dad.
Well, I was looking at the trailer. Yeah, nothing to do with my dad.
I saw
Thinking and contemplating on même temps.
I was, I was like, I was looking up the movie itself, trying to recall.
I
Lorraine
saw
Bracco, John Hurd, and Adam Baldwin.
the original Star Wars with my dad. You saw that movie with your dad.
What happens
Better
here?
Adam Baldwin than Stephen Baldwin, anyway.
Ah, there you go. Right.
Has Stephen Baldwin been in a good movie? Are
The
there
Ted
any movies
McGinley of movies.
It was not Slapshot 2 or 3 or whatever one he was in. Now I must look up Stephen Baldwin.
Barney Rubble himself.
Yeah, right.
That was the one.
But he did fit the role.
Oh, he was in Usual Suspects. That was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a great movie. That's right. Yeah.
Man, it's a lot of bad ones, or just a lot of like non-starters.
Wasn't he?
What's that?
He was also something like was it Encino Man where he played the
Oh God,
Was
Encino Man.
Who else was in that? Pauly Shore?
Pauly Shore? Or, I don't know. Brandon Moore? I don't know.
I don't, it was either
I can picture
Shore or
Stephen
Brandon,
Baldwin being one of the ones where he's like, it's like, and it's natural. It seemed to come so natural to him. I don't know.
And there's just a lot of bad movies.
Yeah.
Or ones that I've never even heard of. Oh, he was also in Biodome.
Biodome.
That one.
That's what I'm thinking of.
That was Pauly Shore, wasn't it?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Right. I'm confusing the bad movies, just conflating them all. Usual Suspects is like the only. I'm like scrolling through this. The Usual Suspects is the only one that catches my eye.
That's good.
Lance just hit the nail on the head.
Lance is glad he wasn't on the show tonight.
He was on Family Ties. One episode.
Who was?
Hey, we're like the news. Every now and again, you got a slow news day. So that's when
we can't be out of Richard Donner's subjects.
No, you're talking about the toy. That's on Amazon on Blu-ray.
Is it
for under $11?
What is it on streaming anywhere?
Let me see.
So now, who has all seen that full episode with Shatner and the creature on the wing, Nightmare?
Wait a minute, is that the only
Twilight Zone
episode that Shatner was in? Twilight Zone.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Because I did see a Twilight Zone episode with him in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait. You mean other than the
one that Richard Donner directed? Was he in it?
Oh.
With Shatner in any other episode?
Let's see. Shatner.
Bob Wilson.
Because I definitely saw that episode.
Oh yeah.
Nick of Time. He was in that episode as well.
So he was in too.
Yeah, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet.
Yes.
And Nick of Time. Yeah.
Which I don't recall.
Yeah, it was directed by Richard Bear.
JD, what did you ask about the toy DVD or Blu-ray?
Oh, is it on streaming at all?
Oh, streaming.
Oh, the toy streaming.
It's definitely on Prime Video.
There we go. I got that.
You know what really stinks is they don't have the Damnation Alley on free streaming anymore. I loved watching that movie. I hadn't seen it since it came out in the theaters.
Is that Sylvester Stallone?
No, it's George Papard and the guy who had the things put in his ear on the black gentleman that had things put in his ear on Star Trek 2.
Paul Winfield.
Yeah, and of course.
Oh, this is the shoulder. Oh, okay.
Of course, Jan Michael Vincent was in it too.
Oh yeah, Airwolf.
Yep, and I'm trying to remember who the female role was. There was a female on the ride as well.
I just scrolled down to it. Dominic Sanda. I have no idea who that is.
I don't know. But yeah, it was streaming for free on Amazon, but then not anymore.
Richard Donner is actually in that.
In what?
Was that just random, or did you know he was involved in that?
Damnation Alley?
Yeah. I just totally randomly clicked on it. It says Mountain Man #1.
Shut up.
Random, scrolling down. I'll tell you who was also in it. Jackie Earl Haley, who was in
Are you talking about?
Family's Bears.
Yeah,
Well, now hold on a second.
Kelly Leak, the greatest baseball player of all time.
Yes.
Are you okay? So are you talking about the movie?
A movie, Damnation Alley, 1977, with Jan Michael Vincent, George
Yeah.
Hart, scrolling down, Richard Donner, Mountain Man #1. How bizarre is that?
Is crazy.
Did he direct that movie too?
No,
Nah, I think he was.
no, it's Jack Smite.
Wait a minute, it's Robert Donner. My mistake.
Okay, Robert Donner. Well, but let's click on Robert Donner. Was he any relation?
No, because Donner was not Richard Donner's true last name.
Oh, I got you.
Remember, I was making the joke about the Donner Party.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
A bad joke about Donner Party.
Yeah.
As much of my jokes are.
Oh man.
So, man, but that would have been too cool.
That would have been crazy.
It was close.
Well, see, I bought the book when I was in school back home, and I never read it. And then I finally did when I was, here. And I was like, it's got nothing to do with a lot of what's in the movie, or a lot of what's in the book isn't even in the movie. One of their biggest nemesis is in the movie or in the book was a motorcycle gang, and they weren't even in the movie. So the book was written by Roger Zelazny. Roger Zelazny. It's like Zlozauer.
Right.
Oh man.
I really want to see Damnation Alley now.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It's
I've always heard of it. It was like always one of those movies that you saw at the video store.
Yep. Yeah, it kind of had that Arc 2 kind of feel about it, because it's about a dystopian future with, nuclear wasteland, and then they have to take this big RV unit like Arc 2. They have to take this across the country.
The urban assault vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That from Stripes. The M.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it was
cool though. I mean, like a Mad Max kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, except with
that.
a lot of radiation. It was radiation.
I want to see this now. This looks cool.
Yeah, and I don't know how much it is anymore on Amazon. It was kind of it was an okay price at one point, but now I think, like everything else, it's gone up.
Damnation Alley, I've got it up here right now, $30 over here.
Yeah, see,
Amazon to rent, it's like $360. They came up with that number
because it's even on Blu-ray. I mean, they have it on Blu-ray. Here it's $20. Multi-format, $20. Let me take a look. Maybe I can get it used for cheaper. Nope, $20.
I'll tell you what I started watching, and I need to go back. And I think it's on Peacock, Airwolf. I started watching that again, and it was great. Like, I loved watching that again.
Well, he was one of those tragic guys, man. Jan Michael Vincent was just a tragedy after, after the fact.
Yeah.
So it's sad.
And just so everybody knows, Richard Pryor's The Toy with Jackie Gleason has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 4%.
Yeah, I saw it got one star. Yeah, one star on IMDb or something.
That's
like
unusually bad.
I don't care. I still want to see it though. Again.
Wow. Dude, that's brutal.
It's hard to imagine.
That's pretty bad.
Hard to imagine a movie with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
Being that bad. Jeez.
Do you own it, Pete?
I don't. No.
Okay.
Oh, but look what it opened against. It opened up against Airplane 2 in 48 hours.
Oh, 48 hours. What a great movie.
This was Airplane 2.
What a great movie. Two people from the movie Warriors in that movie.
In what?
in 48 hours.
Oh, probably the guy Gantz.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Luther. Luther. That man, that looked like that really hurt. You okay? It's been, what does he say? It's been 2 years. He goes, I've been busy.
And remember the tie to the police? How that movie starts? He's like,
how the movie. Oh yeah, yeah. Out in the field,
like singing Roxanne.
yeah, Roxanne. When he goes in to find him. What was that? What else? What other character was I thinking about in there? Oh, and there's a tie to Schwarzenegger in that film, and Carl Weathers.
Wait, in what? 48 hours?
48 hours.
Carl Weathers?
Yeah.
What's the tie-in?
Because the guy who played, I'm only going to say it here because that's what they say in the movie. The Indian was in Predator. He was the Native American soldier that they had with him.
I got to look back in it. And he was in 48 hours.
Yeah, he was Gans's partner.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I can picture it now.
Yeah.
Do you remember the band that they went to see?
The Bus Boys?
You got it. And do you know who's in the Bus Boys, who is in another big band right now?
Yeah, we were just talking about it recently. Oh, shoot.
That's in 48 hours? The Bus Boys?
Is it the bass player?
The guitar player.
Guitar player.
Who also doesn't mean Van Halen.
Sammy Hagar. Johnson.
Sammy Hagar, Vic Johnson.
Vic Johnson, yeah.
Was in the Bus Boys, and he's in that movie.
That's right. I was like, we were just talking about this.
Yeah, great
If
guitar.
you watch Eddie Murphy Delirious, he comes out and one of the first things he says is, let's hear it for the Bus Boys.
Yes.
They're the opening act for him in Delirious, right?
Oh, good call. I didn't know that at all. I mean, it's been ages. When I saw Delirious, it was on Betamax. So
wow.
The last time I saw that. That and the other one, Raw.
Yeah, Raw. Yeah, that was
on like Betamax.
That was
all this stuff I saw on Betamax. I mean,
Oh, and you know what? Another movie that I've got a lot of Donner films on Laserdisc. I've got both Supermans. I've got Maverick. I've got Conspiracy Theory on Laserdisc.
Was that also Mel Gibson?
Also Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts.
He had a thing with Mel Gibson big time.
Yeah. And Timeline is from the book.
I want to see that. I can't remember. It sounds like something I would have seen, but I don't recall. Like, I love all the Michael Crichton stuff.
Yeah, this was a 2003 film, and it really, my brother, I think, still likes the film, but he loved the novel. And he's like, the movie's, I think, if I remember right, he was like, the movie's good, but it's not the book.
Right.
He was like,
that's the case. Yeah.
He's like, it's a disappointment from the Michael Crichton book, but which was published 4 years earlier. But he's like, I still like the movie, but yeah. Professor Edward Johnston leads an archaeological study of the village of Castlegarde near La Roque Castle in Dordogne, France. So there you go.
The Bus Boys Are Back in Town is also featured in Ghostbusters.
See, that's what I was thinking. Right.
Yeah. And now I do recall that.
Yeah. I'm like, what other movie? They were hot at the moment.
Yeah.
So what year was 48 Hours?
80.
And what year was Ghostbusters?
48 Hours was like 81 or 82, and Ghostbusters was 85.
Yeah, Ghostbusters was way after.
On that note, did you guys see the trailer for the new Ghostbusters? that just was released like yesterday.
I didn't see the new trailer. I saw the first trailer, and I saw a friend posted the new trailer, but I didn't actually get to see it. I saw about 5 seconds of it.
48 hours was
Hey.
82.
Hello.
What?
There are actually 2 trailers out. One of them is really good. That's the one I saw first, but on YouTube it's called Trailer 2. That's the one I like the best. And it looks well done. It's my comment or thought on it is that is how a reboot is supposed to happen right here.
So it's looking good,
I like that first trailer. I mean, where they're I remember it was like driving through the field.
Way back, yes.
Yeah.
Quite a while ago. This is a much more drawn out, like two and a half minute trailer. There's 2 of them. One of them is okay, but one of them is really good, and it's got a great ending. So
that I look forward to seeing that, and hopefully that'll redeem itself from the last Ghostbusters movie.
Not even going to be remotely the same.
I couldn't even. I watched 5. I don't know. I don't even think I watched 5 minutes of that. It was so bad.
I went to the theater to see it, and I thought it was entertaining, and I bought it, and then I rewatched it, and I'm like, yeah, not as good as I thought.
Oh, you saw that in the theater?
Yeah. But I love Kristen Wiig. I mean, I will watch her till the end of the earth. I have so much fun. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, great film.
Oh, fantastic movie. We saw that recently.
God,
I love
she's
that.
so good.
Yeah.
She's so good.
No, individually, there's a lot of talent there. The script was terrible.
Script was terrible. You're right.
That wasn't the same director, though, was it?
I would probably say no.
Tell Lance I said hey.
I would probably say no.
We tried. We really tried.
Yeah, it took me. I had to push through it. Kind of like if you asked me to watch Ghostbusters 2, I'd have to push through that too, because that's so bad.
Oh, I think that was better than the
reboot.
I think so. But this one looks good though. It's one of the kids from Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
And,
okay, cool.
And I believe there are some original cast members in this. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I don't know. It's a couple minutes long, but it's worth putting up and taking a look at it because it's one of them has some really. It's the number 2. The trailer number 2 is it makes me want to see the movie. Like it's incredible. It's really well done. Does both things. Goes back to the old and stays with the new. So
that's good.
Good job,
like
Lance.
that.
Good job, Lance. If you guys haven't seen Ghost Town, watch it.
I have seen that years ago. Yeah,
it's a good one. Téa Leoni. I mean, she's great in Tower Heist too, as well. She's great in that. Greg Kinnear and Téa Leoni. Yeah, I loved Ghost Town. There's a great scene that I actually showed my dad because he's at the hospital and she's got her questionnaire and he's like, why do you need to know that? I'm not answering that. So it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of the movie. Oh yeah, Paul. Did you guys see Paul yet?
I have never seen that movie.
Oh, you got to see that. I watched that movie several times. It's just so good. I mean, I liked it. But Kristen Wiig was in that, and she was really good.
Oh, is that well? Okay, if she's in it, I'll watch it.
Yeah. It's a. I won't spoil it.
Now
here's in it too.
Here's what I thought was the last.
Kristen Wiig's in it, unless I'm wrong.
It is the last film that he directed. I have it on loan from the library, and it's called 16 Blocks. Was the last Richard Donner film.
Right.
Has anybody else seen it?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, because I watched it, and I liked it. I think Bruce Willis does a great job as a almost retired cop. And Mos Def is in it, right? And
he's good.
And then what's his head that was in Saint Elsewhere? He was in what's his name?
Oh, David Morse.
Yeah, is that what it is? He was in what's the film that I can't think of where he plays the killer?
The one with Dennis Quaid?
No, the one with the kid from the kids show, and he was in the alleged fourth Indiana Jones movie, and he was in the Transformers movies, or the first one.
Let's see.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh yeah.
It was, what was it called? It's like
Holes.
it's like Dystopia, or what was the name of the movie?
I'm looking.
Damn it. Ugh. Somebody's out there ready to tell me. I know Lance has probably already got it already in this. 16 blocks and most have. Yeah, right. But what did you think? Have you seen it, Lance? Have you seen the movie?
Disturbia.
Disturbia, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. They show a picture of LaBeouf at the 2017 Toronto Film Festival. He's 35 years old. He was born in 86. The year I was on the radio. But 16 blocks, I think it's worth watching. It's one of those films that I'm like, when I get done and I'm like, oh, that was fun. I mean, it was interesting. It was good. But was it? You know, I mean, was the plot really big enough? Or, yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, it's a guy who's caught in a bad cop situation and people want him dead, and it goes from there. So it's got to, you know, I liked it. Anyway. David Morse was good in The Negotiator. I liked The Negotiator a lot.
That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good film. I own that one. Ghostbusters 84 and 48 Hours was 82. Is that what you guys said?
Yep. Oh no, I said 85 for Ghostbusters though.
Yeah, 84 and 82.
Oh, by the way, that movie Disturbia, Carrie Ann Moss from
from Matrix. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's beautiful. Then she was in the Marvel series as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's the character that I don't know, the female character. Because Power Man was in it too. Luke Cage.
Okay.
Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was in that a lot. She played a lawyer in that. So yeah.
There you go.
There you have it, and there you are. So yeah. Richard Donner, truly.
His wife was a producer too.
Huh. And he did episodes of The Fugitive as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love The Fugitive. That was a great show.
Yeah. Yeah. The movie was even good too. I wonder who did the movie.
Well, the Harrison Ford was in that, right?
Yeah.
The movie, yeah.
So what was Radio Flyer about?
It was about a kid who was abused, and somebody makes like a flying wagon out of a radio flyer wagon. It's kind of like a fantasy. It was a touching movie. I mean, it wasn't like a sci-fi or action movie like a lot of his other stuff.
Okay. It says Tom Hanks is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he observes his two sons fighting, with one insisting that the promise doesn't mean anything. To make them understand that a promise does mean something, he tells them the story of his youth. In 1969, 11-year-old Mike, Elijah Wood, his 8-year-old little brother, Bobby, their mother, Mary, and their German shepherd, Shane, all moved to a new town after their husband leaves them. Interesting.
It did not get very good reviews, but I at least on Rotten Tomatoes. What Well, it's interesting. It gets 73 on audience score and 35 on the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Can you look up a director on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
And it'll just give you
so like look up if you look up Radio Flyer on Rotten Tomatoes, you scroll down and there's director and you can click on Richard Donner.
Okay.
And let's see what happens. So
all right, so 16 blocks.
So you can have a list of there's a list of movies.
Yeah, so 16 blocks got 56%. Timeline got 12. Lethal Weapon 4 really got 53.
Are you looking at what the audience score? I often just look at the audience score.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes I'll glance at the tomato meter, but
yeah. Well, Conspiracy Theory got a 57. Assassins got a 16. I forgot he did Assassins with Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone and Julianne Moore. Yeah. Maverick got a 66. Radio Flyer 35. Lethal Weapon 3 a 60.
Superman is the only one, and X-Men are the only two that they really seem to like. Maybe the original Lethal Weapon, 80%.
Yeah, 82 though for the Lethal Weapon 2.
Oh yeah, you're right. That one. Yeah, I mean a lot of like average. I think Lost Boys was above average, and obviously the audience scores reflect that too.
Yeah, 76 for that. The Toy, 4%. That still kills me. Inside Moves, they don't even have a score on that because it's older.
Maybe.
What about, so what was Superman 2 next? I guess it's not on this. Salt and Pepper doesn't have a score. X-15 doesn't have one. Anybody heard of this X-15?
No, but is it the about the plane?
Yeah, Charles Bronson's in it.
Really?
So two of his early movies with Charles Bronson in it.
I always liked Charles
Babes
Bronson.
in Toyland. Charlie Chan and the Curse of the Dragon Queen. Wow. Alan Quartermain and the Lost City of Gold. Cannibals and Carpet Fitters.
Oh, by the way, this X-15 movie is kind of a documentary.
Okay.
It looks like a docudrama or something.
Docudrama,
like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But James Stewart narrates it, and Mary Tyler Moore is also in it.
Wow.
David McClane, kind of.
Why didn't I even see Superman 2?
Because it was never a released movie, right?
What do you mean?
Together in the last few years from his cuts.
Right. Superman 2, the release version wasn't Donner.
It was Richard Lester.
Oh.
I think it's Richard Lester anyway.
So yeah, there's a lot of controversy around that Superman 2 cut. But I'd be interested in seeing it.
Oh, I would be, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, do they have, I suppose that's on Amazon, right?
That is, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not typically very expensive either, but it's going up here a little bit, so.
Yeah, I mean, all those weird things that we would think about watching are all going up.
Yeah.
You know?
That's just the trend that this GoGameGo thing is creating.
The surge in Funko prices and movie prices.
Becoming an international trendsetter, for Christ's sakes. You can't buy a Funko Pop on Amazon anymore because they're all sold out.
God damn you, GoGameGo!
Friggin' right. anything used to be $8 is now like $27.
So Superman 2, the Donner cut, appears to be available on YouTube for $4 and then Google Play for $15. That's quite a disparity.
Superman 2. Okay. There. Okay. No, here, you can buy Superman the movie. This is what I almost bought the other day. Holy monkey butt. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm putting this in my freaking cart right now. Okay, hold on. Good, like new. Okay, screw it. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to buy it new. So for $15, you can get Superman the movie, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, and that piece of crap that had Brandon Rolfe in it. All for $15 on
Wait, what was the other
multi-format.
one? Was that the movie that Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
Oh, that was awful.
Which took place. It is awful.
That was absolutely. Man of Steel was pretty good, though.
I enjoyed that. A lot of people did not, but I did.
To me, it didn't have the charm of the originals. Like we liked it, but I think we saw both in the same weekend. We saw Man of Steel and Superman 1, and we just enjoyed Superman 1 a lot more. And there was barely any Lois Lane in Man of Steel. But they were supposed to reprise that. I heard they were actually going to be reprising that, but I don't know what happened.
Interesting.
But that oh god, that first reboot of Superman, I almost walked out of that.
Yeah,
it was cringeworthy.
Yeah, because they have a special edition version, but I don't think that's the Superman the movie extended cut. And special edition 2 film collection.
Wow. Don't know what that's about. They might have had like the making of or something.
Oh, so it's just the Superman movie and then the Superman extended cut. That's what it is.
Whoa.
Okay.
Superman 2.
Yeah.
Man, all these movies that I didn't know this person was in, including Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. John Ratzenberger was in Superman 2.
Mm-hmm.
You knew that?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't recall that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. John Ratzenberger was in Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back. No, but he was in Superman 2. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, he's in Superman 2, the Donner cut. Maybe
you got
to cut him out. That's why we never saw him.
Maybe he's on the cutting room floor.
But, yeah.
Yeah, like my buddy Toby Jepson was in. He did scenes for Sleepy Hollow, but then he got cut. He's like, yeah, I ended up on the cutting room floor.
Whoa. Do you mean the one with
Wayward Sons? Yeah.
Wait, no, but Sleepy Hollow, the movie.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Oh wow.
Yeah, because he's done a lot of soundtrack work as well. So, yeah.
Terrence Stamp. I love Terrence Stamp as General Zod.
Mm-hmm.
You know who his brother was, right?
No.
Did you ever see the movie Lambert and Stamp?
No.
You have to.
Okay.
It's a fantastic movie. It's about the management of the Who.
Oh shoot. Okay.
So Terrence Stamp's brother was one of the co-manager of the Who.
Of the Who.
And they basically kind of like scam their way into being rock and roll managers. It's a fantastic documentary.
And what's the name of it?
Lambert and Stamp.
Okay, Lambert and Stamp. Okay.
And I didn't realize it was his brother.
That's cool. All right. Well, I'll have to check that out. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to get the Superman thing, I think. And I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it with Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Fantastic. What medium are you getting this on? Blu-ray?
Blu-ray. Yeah. Yeah. Got to get the Blu-ray.
Got to get it. Well, boys, should we call
it? Yeah.
So I think we exhausted the Donner collection.
We did. We did a good job. I think it's pretty good.
We only went off on 30 or so tangents.
Well, we don't. Yeah.
We connect them in some way.
Yeah. Sort of. We don't do topics, but we do tangents. I said do.
Do.
We do tangents. Tangents are us. But they're good tangents. They're logical tangents.
On the way out, I'm going to play Pete's intro again for those who did not see it.
So it's an outro.
I missed it. I was busy flossing.
I was busy flossing. Thank you for having dental hygiene for our show, JD. I appreciate that. JD stands for just dental.
I did not want to share my dinner in quite that way with you all. I'd love to share dinner with you guys, but not that way.
JD, what'd you have for dinner? It's right here.
Well, what do you mean? Can you see?
I wore it for you. Oh, man.
So I do want to see this new...
All right, so do we with Pete here, we get to like just vocalize it together before we go.
Game
so
gone.
we are
I'll play
actually
the
going to
video,
on
and
the
then
way
we'll
out.
be done.
Well, I suppose I'm missing my cue here. Listen, I'm tired tonight. I'm tired tonight. I'm so kind of out of it here.
I could tell because you were like yawning before we started.
I know, it's terrible. I can't even find the friggin'. Yeah, I'm struggling.
Did you already put that up there? Yeah, he played that weary cop really well.
Wait, in what?
In 16 blocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, watch it. It's good. I got it on loan from the library. It's free. So, like Jeff, he can go to the St. Louis County Library and pick it up, or I can just take it to him and he can take it back to the library. But I am not going to do that because I've seen his house.
I could go to the St. Louis Library too, but it would not be very convenient.
No, it would not. But you could see us. So it would be convenient.
That would be worth the trip.
It's only a 14, 15-hour drive.
And you can go to our famous Fairfax County Public Library. That's the one I grew up. I haven't gone to a library in Maryland once since I've lived here. But growing up in Virginia, that was a good library. A lot of good video and music.
We just got
I love it.
Games Gone.
And they also had books.
And they also had books. What do you know about that?
Not much.
For people who like books.
Uh-oh. We're already
ready for Pete's outro video?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. We'll see you next month for movie night. We'll see you next week for GoGameGo.
For everything else.
All righty.
Hello, I'm Richard Donner. Due to recent events resulting in maxed out credit cards, spousal hysterical fits, and Amazon running low on bad movies and Funko Pops, tonight's episode of GoGameGo has been postponed. In its place, please enjoy this special screening of the all-time classic film, Megaforce. Oh, and one last thing. God damn you, GoGameGo!